what are your general impressions of the latest readout by the Central Work Committee?
There's a broad signaling of reform direction, which of course follows up on the 20th Party Congress. But also there's some old themes of reform and opening are more emphasized, including that the practice is the sole guide of policy effectiveness. Specifically, I feel that the emphasis on the development of the private sector is important. Before there was some debate on whether China would still support the private sector, I think there's a lot of emphasis on that, the encouragement of the private sector and encouragement of foreign direct investment. So I think these are some of the important takeaways for me.
Hearing the echoes of Deng Xiaoping's cross the river by touching the stones is something that we in the West would be relieved by. And the other message that President Xi wants to improve the conditions for foreign capital to come into China is a very welcome message, considering all of the discussion about common prosperity and dual circulation strategies that implied a more closing of foreign capital or a redirection of foreign capital toward the building of national champions. Now that it seems that the recovery phase in this post-COVID environment is going to really depend on not just boosting domestic demand, but will also require foreign capital to participate, is a very welcome message.
As Bert had just mentioned, yes, private sector has been re-stressed. This is actually very important. And actually, about real estate market, it made it very clear that it's going to stabilize the whole sector because it's a pillar of the national economy, and more importantly, it's a stabilizer. Education sector, for example, the private education or like the tutoring businesses, they probably is going to face some new version of the policies. This is going to be very interesting. And also, like William just mentioned, open up more for the foreign capitals that welcome more foreign investors to come into China. I think all this is going to create more of the jobs in the next year, and the jobs means more income, and income is consumption, and which is the key in this report and the conference.
Another point, it seems that Mr. Hofman being mentioned is create jobs for the younger generation. Previously,
they really found that in those sectors that are not doing so well at this point in time, and that is in the platform economy, in finance, and in real estate. So I think the emphasis on those sectors, especially on the platform economy, is going to be positive for creating a lot of jobs in the services sector that would be good for graduates. In addition, on the demand side, the emphasis on increased consumption, not just in this document, but also in the joint document by the State Council and the Central Committee on promoting consumption, I think will benefit the services sector a lot in the recovery from COVID that we expect in the coming months to evolve.